I'm so glad to be here today. I am just realizing that, they all talk about Giving Tuesday and stuff. Well, isn't it giving every day for us moms? Well, whether your kids are in their 30s or whether they're still running around your feet, that is what ladies are good at. But I hope you're all taking some time for yourselves too and working it out so that you don't die. Well, it's kind of like Groucho Marx when he said, I am determined to live forever or die trying. So, anyway, I wanted to share something with you. I've been looking through my old journals and working on getting my little cartoons and all together to publish them in a book. And so it's been really fun. I've discovered all these old treasures and funny things the kids said when they were little. And gosh, there's so many. Like one time when my daughter Lisa, we were, with 7 kids, we were super busy all the time, and mom was a little occupied. So anyway, there's a little cartoon. One of them is me racing with a basket of laundry, and Lisa staying there saying, "Mom, the only time we get together as a family is when there's an earthquake and we meet in the hall." And she actually said that. I thought, oh no, what's happened to me? I'm turning into a nervous wreck. When my late husband came home from work and that day, and one of the kids came up to him and said, "Dad, today Mom had a nervous wreck." Maybe that's not funny, but at the time it was funny. Well, sort of. But anyway, except for the nervous wreck part. But anyway, I wanted to read you that this little thing that I just posted. You could see the picture, the illustration that I did that goes along kind of with this little poem that I discovered that I had written way back in 1992 for my late husband. And he uh, he was under a lot of stress, as I was, um, but it was very much. I'll read it to you, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And this is what I wrote to David, 1992. You've been so good to me most times, and for the better part, I've given you my deepest love and opened up my heart. But when the pain of anger puts your face into a rage, my faithful love is still with you, but locked up in a cage. It's like a lovely picture you present with great acclaim, but angry words, like dirt, are thrown all over it in shame. Whatever makes you fear that you won't get the love you need is the very thing that hurts us most and makes our love to bleed. Now, when I wrote that, it was because it was so hard for me to understand how he could um, he could try to be like the nicest person in the world, and then in 2 seconds, everything nice that he did was just like thrown out the window, with him going into a rage, or becoming angry, or you know just like railing at everyone, um, and blaming them for everything that he didn't like in his life. But that was because he had what they call borderline personality. And if you've never heard of it, it's quite unpleasant because people just like have this terrific fear inside of them of abandonment. And anything that doesn't go right, they feel like people are doing it on purpose, and then they, explode and start hating everyone, even though they're the very people that they supposedly love. So that's why I came up with the statement that, or the question, why is it that bad stuff weighs more than good stuff? People could do a million good things, but it's that one bad act that just erases and obliterates all the good things that they ever did. And then suddenly you just feel like, wow, who is this person that I thought I loved? But at any rate, I am very thankful that because I was able to grow through the 39 years that we were married. But that's not the reason why. The reason why I made it through the 39 years was because I had this determination that God was going to help in whatever we were doing. And I don't know what kind of, how you relate to God in your own way, because, everybody has a different way of connecting. But I'm just so grateful because I was able to just hold on, and I knew he had a mental problem, and I really, really, really did love him. And so I loved the real him, the good him. And so that's what made me feel like he was worth it. He was worth figuring out what was wrong and holding on. So every time, like, I'd, think, oh my God, can I stand this anymore? Um, Something would happen where, like, when I would just, go into the bathroom and pray and ask God what to do. And always God would give me some kind of, like, an answer. And I'm not saying that this works for everybody, because I know that some people probably are in really horrible or hard relationships, and maybe they'd be better off separating. And I don't have anything wrong, I don't have any objection to that at all. If a person is not happy with somebody else, then, you know, work it out or get out. So, I mean, as I once asked I had a really wonderful friend who was an Orthodox priest, and I asked him what his opinion was on the subject of divorce one day. And he said, well, God has called us to live in peace. So sometimes divorce is the lesser of two evils. So if you can't work it out. But so that's why um, I would think, which is worse? The not being with them or the being with them and all that stuff. But anyway, everyone has to make their own decision. So, but I did want to share that with you because it was the determination that somehow I knew that God would answer my prayers. And that's the thing, that God helped me through it and showed me each step of the way what to do. Because I don't think I could have made it any other way. But we did. We made it through. And by the last 2 years of his life, he settled down somehow. And he stopped getting those huge, big mood swings at any moment. And he really came to be happy. And that's all we ever wanted. So, anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week and the rest of the year. It's almost over. Here it is, December. Well, at any rate, we I'm thinking of you and wishing you all the best. So, be at peace. Talk to you later.